Data lakes store all your data, but they can become a disaster. Let me show why and how Delta Lake fixes it. Hi everyone, today we are going to understand the common challenges with the data lakes and how Delta Lake solves them. So, on the left side, we have a traditional data lakes. It is always unsafe to write. Multiple users can write the data at the same time, which can lead to data corruptions. Sometimes data exists, but there is no tracking. We don't know where it came from. So there is no structure, so data becomes messy and hard to use. When data changes, pipelines break because there is no control. Handle real time data becomes difficult and inefficient. And because all these data lakes become, we call it as data swamp. On the right side, now let's look at how Delta Lake solves this problem. Delta Lake ensures safe and reliable data operations and also schema enforcement. It enforces the structure so your data stays clean. It handles both batch and real time data seamlessly. Time travel. You can also go back to the previous versions of data, very powerful feature. And also metadata tracking and audit tracking. It track all the changes, giving full visibility and control. Full DML support. You can update, delete data like a database. So, in simple terms, data lake stores everything. Delta Lakes makes it reliable and usable. In the modern day, data platforms like Databricks, Delta Lake is used to build reliable data pipelines and analytics systems. Today, I will show you how to access Data Lake without U- Unity Catalog. We directly connect using OAuth credentials and read data from ADSL. But this approach is lack of governance. That's why Unity Catalog is important. Today, we will learn how to access the data using the service principle without the utility catalog because it helps us to understand the basic way Databricks connect to a data lake. And then catalog builds on top of that by adding security, governance, and better control. Let's go to the activity directory here, which is, I believe, now recently it changed to Microsoft Entra ID. So come here, micros, app registrations, new registration, click db underscore access and click on the register. Done. Here we're gonna collect few details. So we need to copy few details from here. One is client ID and another will be the tenant ID. Take a notepad here, copy client ID and tenant ID. And we also going to get the secret ID from here and we'll create here new client secret ID and we will create db secret. So basically copy this one. So this is the one we need to copy. Make sure this secret ID is generated only once and you copied and saved in the location. And also in the production level projects, the details will not be stored here. We generally access these credentials to the using the Azure Key Vault. We are going to use the service principal, which is already in the Microsoft website. We're going to use these things to access the data from the data lake. And here we're gonna update in the storage account, we're gonna update the storage account details. And we have our storage account as st core data dev AUE. So I'm updating all the storage details here. First we'll update the application ID, what we copy pasted earlier here. This is the application ID. We will go and mention where it is application ID here. And next then, and the next one is credential. Service credential is nothing but it is a secret ID. So we need to copy paste this one. And also one more thing, this is for testing purpose, but ideally we should not expose this key in the production based project. We always need to ensure it need to come through a key vault. And the last but one least, we need to update the directory ID here. Copy this directory ID, and you can see this directory ID here. And here we need to copy paste. Now our we will text our notebook is working or not. Let's do print. Hello world, and make sure your cluster is on. Green means it's working at the moment. Looks like it is running. Hello world, and it works. And run this one, and command also run, and it executed and did authentication. And now we are trying to access our data. So we just written a CSV underscore data frame, and we are trying to access the data one which is in the data storage here. This is our data lake storage here, and in this we have test folder, and this we have a CSV file, and we are trying to access that CSV file. Ouch. And it is running at the moment, and the data frame is created, and press display, and the numbers will be displayed here. So we're going to click on here, and it's going to create data frames. And when you click on here, we're going to get all the countries with the list. And also make sure that you have given to the access whenever you want to give access to the any user. So we need to go to the IAM here, IAM add access. So we're gonna give the role assignment here. We're gonna check whether it is a blob. So if you want to a blob contributor, we can give blob contributor and owner or something. We can select contributor, and member, select member. Remember, we have created an app. We are giving that permission to the DB access here, and select and review and assign. So in this way, generally we need to assign the thing. It's already existed, but just want to let you know like how to give an access. So when you check the access, and when you have access only, we are able to access the data from the Delta Lake only. That's it for today. So today we saw how to access data from data lake, but this approach has some limitation. In the next video, we will discuss about drawbacks of ADSL. See you in the next video.